Hey Hebrew fans, this is Todd. So you're probably wondering, what? I thought this was a He-Man channel. Why does he keep showing everything but He-Man? DC, now Star Wars. What next? What next? Well, I'll tell you what next. It's going to be Silverhawks soon. Silverhawks! Ah! It was fun today when our relatives came over today, and I didn't know that they were Thundercats fan, and I got to show them the Thundercats tank. I showed them the lair coming out and the figures. It was pretty funny. I guess they watched them as a kid when they were younger, and so it was pretty cool to share that moment. Anyway, hey Jason, thanks for joining us. So, as you guys know, I'm cleaning my, actually I call this room the studio. So I'm cleaning out the studio, and while I'm cleaning it, I'm coming across all these figures that I really don't need to have all over the place and taking up room. And I was going to sell these figures, these Star Wars figures here. And I have Cardoon, which I ended up buying for way too much money. I was one of the idiots that, yes, spent $200 on a Cardoon. I think it was like $189, but after shipping and tax, it was close to $200. And now she only goes for $75, which I know is still a lot of money, but I just can't see myself shelling out the difference, which is $125. So I'm just going to open her because I really just want the figure. I don't care about the cost or the price at this point, and it's not worth selling her. So there we go. So today, right now, Yoda's up first, and I'll be probably opening all these throughout the rest of today for fun. Mandalorian, yes. I think Yoda might be smaller than Frogmonger. He is smaller than both of them. All right, so let's go ahead and bust open this Yoda. Now, I bought this Yoda for a couple reasons. One is, see, he reminds me of the Yoda I had when I was a kid with the snake around the neck and the little cane. The lightsaber I didn't have as a kid with my Yoda. And it's kind of cool the way it is. Who's calling me? My sister's calling me. You know, I swear my sister must watch my channel and know when to call, because she seems to call every time I do a live video. It's kind of funny. He's busy. Like, I'll call him now. Anyway, so you seek Yoda. Yoda you seek. Yep. And I remember my first Yoda, the way I got him was I actually washed somebody's car. And I remember Yoda was more expensive than anybody else because he was at a more expensive shop at the mall than other stores. And I used the car money to buy my Yoda, which was funny because Yoda was smaller than the rest of the figures, but he cost more. But he did have the orange snake, which here it's striped instead of orange. And he had the little coat and everything else. So I thought, you know, I want to get one reminiscent of that. So I went and I found this Yoda. I think I bought it online. And now he's going to be opened up and tossed into my Star Wars box, which I'll probably seal the lid on and never look at again. So let's go ahead and open him up. And Yoga. There he is. Oh, that was almost satisfying. Let me go and bust him out of there. Do not try. Do. Now, I admit his green looks worse in person than it does in the camera. The camera's actually giving him some good justice on how he actually looks. Let me get an extra light on here. Light number 1. All right, there we go. And there he is. There is Yoda. Come on, focus camera. There we go. And he's got some gray hair on the back. And he's got his little ears. And he has some articulation. So he can beat up R2-D2 and smack him with his cane. He's got his little froggy legs. And he doesn't have... Let me zoom this out. He does not have knee articulation. Actually, I'm kind of surprised they didn't add that little extra tidbit. But he does have a thigh cut, which is where his boot cut would probably normally be if he was a little bit larger. And he does have an elbow joint. I can feel it in there, as well as his shoulder joint. And his head moves and his waist moves, and it feels like he has some sort of crunch maybe in there too. So he's got a lot of articulation in this area here is what it feels like. I'm not going to pull off his little cloak because I don't think I'll be able to get it back on. But there he is. There is Yoda. Let's look at him with other figures in the line. Where is Duke Snot Popper? There he is. Ho! Duke Snot Popper. So you can see there how he looks next to Luke. There he is. Hey, Luis, thanks for joining us. Charles, thanks for being here. Pop Actor, thanks for being here. Ben, thanks for being here. Charles Pruitt, thanks for joining us. Mr. Mike Fee, thanks for being here. Jason, thanks for being here. Alf, thanks for being here. All right, a lot of people here. All right, let's get his little cane out. Now, his little cane looks like it will break really easy. Oh, it's kind of a softer rubber, so not too bad. It's funny, the original toy was actually thicker than this little dinky spindly cane. I don't think this cane will help stand him up. Yeah, it doesn't even actually give much support at all. But his little feet are so big compared to his body, you're not going to need any extra support. So there we go. One less box clogging up my shelf. Oops, almost forgot the green lightsaber. Let's take a look here. Now, why is it he gets a shorter lightsaber? You know, that's kind of a raw deal. You know, I think he can handle a full-length lightsaber there. But anyway, so he gets his little short saber. The short saber is the strong saber. I mean, yes, it matches his little stature, but it's kind of ridiculous that he gets shafted with the short saber. All right. Always pass on what you have learned. Fun fact, the snake actually bites Mark Hamill. Did it really bite Mark Hamill during filming? That is hilarious. Well, I mean, he obviously didn't seriously injure him, otherwise it wouldn't be quite as funny. But just thinking about, they should have filmed that. What the heck? That Duke Snot Popper got chomped on by a Yoda snake. You'd think the snake would be a puppet. That's what's so weird. Let's see, is that Skeletor from the back? It's Skeletor from the front. Bum-ba-da. This is the Mattel version, the Filmation Mattel version. You can tell it's a Mattel version because he has the boots that go sideways. And his gray is, or his gray, his blue is more muted. And he has the correct hands. The Super 7 one had the wrong hands. And it drives me crazy, so I'm going to remake my my Skeletor using this one, my 2000 or my my 2000X Skeletor using this one here to fix him up. So there we go. What the heck? I think he has the wrong head on there. It's like someone threw on the Super 7 head on there. That's funny. I did buy him used, but I'm not going to use his head anyway. I'm going to use my 2000X head, so no harm, no foul. I did get him for a good price, though. All right, so that is the end of yoga. Let's go ahead and end this video, and I'll make another video to open another figure. So, quick vote. What do you guys want to see open next? I have Boba. I have the Mandalorian. I have the Vader of Darkness, and I have Cardoon. You know what? Cardoon's off the table. I'm gonna open her last. So these are your three choices. Bing, bing, bing. Let's see which we got. Skeletor reminds me of Darth Vader. Vader. I hope to win Clamp Champ Classics. Nice, Mike. Vader. Mando. Vader. We're getting a lot of votes for Vader. All right, I will monitor the chat before I start the next video and see if anybody else chimes in. And thanks for watching. And I don't want to say good journey because this really isn't a He-Man cartoon. What do they say in Star Wars? Come on, somebody tell me. What is the Star Wars phrase for see you later, goodbye, ciao? I know for Star Trek fans, it's live long and prosper. But what is it for Star Wars fans? What do they say? I guess they say may the force be with you, right? Sure, that's what they say. So, I guess I will say, may the force be with you. No incineration ray. Goodbye now.